What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Say What's Real. I'm Nick.
And I'm Clark Kent.
You already know what time it is. We are here. Superman. Superman is here. We're ready to review it. Come on, man. Let's get straight into it. What you think?
So, this was a James Gunn beautiful mess. It had its good, it had its bad. I'm not sure where to start. I guess from the beginning of the movie, it kind of gave me that Star Wars feel. It's the beginning of the movie where it tells us where it's taking place, what's the timeline or whatnot. Personally, from the beginning, I would have liked a montage of some sort. I would have liked to know really what's going on, right? When you come into this movie, right, Superman has already been here for 3 years. Well, he's been known to the world for 3 years. He's been for 3 decades. And it's like, okay, cool. We come in, first thing we see is him getting his ass kicked. Right off rip. That's the first thing we see. Blood, him getting his ass kicked. And I'm realizing, okay, James Gunn wants to humanize Superman, right? Even though he's an alien, he's supposed to be literally, to some people, the greatest unbeatable superhero in the DC. That's not what I saw. I thought he was a little bit too much humanized. I forgot he was an alien at times.
Nah, come on, man.
He was getting his ass kicked a lot.
As
He got
much
his
as they
ass
said,
kicked a lot.
As much as they say, you're an alien.
Yeah, as much as any alien, but it was just kind of, and then he needed too much help. It was like at some points in the movie, it was Superman and friends. It'd be one thing if he only needed Crypto, but he needed Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl. Even Lois Lane had to come kind of help rescue him with Mr. Terrific at one point. Just a little bit of the premise for me, just the character of Superman. David Cornswell, he did a great job. He's gonna be a very good Superman.
You got it, bro.
Yeah.
Just do what you're supposed to do now.
He's doing a great, like him alone. I might have an issue with the character, but his acting, phenomenal. The script and the acting are two different things. His acting, him portraying as Superman, the Man of Steel. I would have liked to see more of Clark Kent. We only saw one scene of him as Clark Kent. I think this movie was a little bit too short. I can't believe I'm saying that about a superhero movie, but it was a little bit too short. We could have gotten more of Clark Kent. We got one scene.
We got two when he was at his farm with his parents. That counts.
That's not really Clark Kent though.
Uh,
I guess you could say that's quote unquote Clark, but we got one scene him at the Daily Planet with the glasses on, and that's really it. I would have liked to see more of Clark Kent. I would have loved a little bit more of a backstory with all the characters, because all these characters deserve more of a backstory. I would have liked to see more of the trials and tribulations of Lois and Clark, Superman's relationship, because once we just come in there and they're a couple. I would like to see how that happened. I did enjoy Mr. Terrific. He actually was my favorite character of the movie. I really enjoyed his acting. I thought he was funny. I thought that they did a great job on him. I thought Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, I thought they did a good job with him. I did not particularly like Hawk Girl. I felt like she had really no lines and no character, really. I think they could have done more with her, personally. Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult, I thought he did a good job for what he was given. Once again, the actor was great. What he was given to me wasn't enough. I thought he was too one-dimensional. I thought he was too Superman. I thought it was too much into one game plan when he had another game plan as well. And all his one game plan was all about Superman, but there was another game plan with the whole Bolivia, the two countries, and all that. I feel like that wasn't enough. It seemed like he was only Superman. Like it was too overbearing.
Bro, he channeled his inner Kendrick. I hate the way that you talk, the way that you walk, the way that you dress. I was like, bro, he was a pure hater, bro.
It was
jealousy.
It was overboard. It was too much. It didn't seem genuine. It was like, okay, they're really forcing this down your throat.
Yeah.
And the whole, like, I feel like I was doing Battleship. A-15, B-15. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. How'd you feel about
the movie?
Metamorpho. Oh, well, yeah. How'd you feel about the movie in general?
So, right off rip, I got to say James Gunn has saved DC. Because before this, they couldn't put out anything remotely close to this. They couldn't put out anything remotely close to this. I enjoyed this movie. It was straightforward. I didn't need all that, backstories and all that. We seen Superman stuff. We seen, how he grew up. Okay, you want to give us Green Lanterns, a little backstory. You want to give us Mr. Terrific. But I know Mr. Terrific from CW, The Flash and Arrow, which this one smokes that one. Like, I agree with you. Mr. Terrific was probably the best part of this movie. He killed it for me. Hawk Girl, I agree as well. I could have did without her. Now, there's a lot of things I love about it. I'm going to start with a little bit of hate, and then I come back to love. I didn't like the banter between him and Lois, like in that apartment, that interview. It made Superman emotional. I didn't want to see him be emotional.
That was the whole point of the movie, though. He's humanized.
I know. I just...
That's the way they read Superman.
Yeah, it was kind of cringy a little bit, but I got past that. In the first half, I was kind of worried the first half, but the second half, it starts off, it's going. Once it gets going, it's going. I love the fights. I like the scenes. There's actually one scene that was very beautiful. Two scenes, actually. One scene that's very beautiful where the building is coming down and he stops it from landing on the car. And she's driving away. She looks in the rearview mirror and it shows him flying up and I got all the smoke and debris in the air. That shot was dope. And the shot with him and Lois at the end kissing in the sky, it shows the wide view. That was dope too. So James Gunn did great as far as like making him look like Superman. Now, Crypto, low-key felt annoying. And the thing that I didn't like was everything Lex was doing was on point. Lex, I actually loved the jealousy part. I was like, man, he's a grade A hater. I loved how the actor killed it. He killed it. I love that he killed the one dude. So, oh, didn't mean for that to happen this early. Lex was doing everything. He had everything in plan. But you let Crypto ruin all your plans? If you think about it, Crypto was the main reason Superman won the whole thing. Like, you needed Crypto to bite the little robots out the sky when you could have just laser beamed them. Like that, I was watching the movie. I was like, he's like, oh, so you don't know what to do without those robots, huh? And I'm like, bro, you can just zap them down, but you need Crypto to take them down. So I was like, all right. And when Superman's trying to handle things and he lets the Justice Gang step in, I'm just like, all right, Superman, like, this is your movie. It's cluttered up, but it's your movie. But I feel like Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific saved this movie. They saved this movie. They were the best performances. Like, I don't need your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. Bro, I was laughing. I love that. Green Lantern, he came in. I love the middle fingers that was coming up when he was knocking the tanks out. Every time they were on the screen, it just felt, I was like, damn, this is a good movie. I enjoy the movie, and I enjoy Superman, but they could have gave us more Superman.
And that's my issue. When you say that the movie is good and was saved by two characters who are supporting roles, at best, that's not good. Because the movie is called Superman.
I know.
It's not called Superman with Friends. It's not called the Justice Gang. It ain't called the Justice League. That's an issue. I will say a positive is, once again, with all James Gunn movies, the action sequences were all good.
Fire.
All the CGI was perfect for most parts. Very, very good action. Crypto, I'm sorry. I knew I wasn't going to like him in the movie. The thing with James Gunn is, and it's just, you look at Guardians, it works for Guardians. It doesn't work for DC movies. It's not going to work for any DC movie, really. The only thing it works for is Peacemaker, the show. It's fine. Too much corniness in this movie, especially with Crypto. Just too much like stuff that's just not needed. You know what I mean? Just not needed. I just did not like him in the movie.Maybe if it would have been less of him, I would have liked it. But it did seem like he was a very big role. And like you said, he's the basic reason that they won. That they saved the world was because of Crypto.
That pissed me off. I was like, if you really just look at it, Superman, he's fighting what you want to call him, X? That's what they call him, the clone. I don't know. They didn't name him, right?
I think Ultraman.
Ultraman. Okay, he's fighting Ultraman, and that alone was dope. And actually, I love that scene when he's fighting the engineer too. When they're both fighting, and they go way up in the air.
Yeah.
All that was dope. He could have just been like, "Oh, you can't do this," and just literally zap him down. Because when he dislocated his arm, got rid of him, all that was dope. But Crypto was just like, you didn't need him.
I need, going forward, for Superman to be Superman. I need to know that that's the Man of Steel. From beginning of the movie to the end. I understand all we want to humanize him. We don't want him to be so dominant. I'm sorry. He looked weak. Having too many people in this movie to help him. It would have been all right if you just had Crypto, fine. But it wasn't only Crypto. It was Mr. Terrific. It was Guy Gardner. It was Hot Girl. Lois trying to go into this black hole interdimensional world to come try to save him too. It was too many people. And then don't let me get started on Lex Luthor's quote unquote girlfriend. The most annoying character, the TikTok selfie, this generation. And then Jimmy and all.
Bro, Jimmy can get hoes like that?
You know that he's getting his own TV series?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
All right. Keep going, bro.
He's getting his own TV series, yeah. I felt like, I know you said we all know Superman's story. I understand that. I just would have liked to seen a little bit more of some of the characters, personally. We do all know the Superman story. I'm going to say this. As much as I like this Superman, if I had to rate him as a Superman, just the Superman, the character, not the actor, I like Henry Cavill better. I just feel like that Superman is better overall. And I also like Tom Welling in Smallville's Superman better. I don't really...
And so, to your point, that's what I was saying. It's a great movie. I really enjoyed the movie, but Superman, we got better Supermans. That's what, like, characters, not actors, like just characters. We got better Supermans, but this is probably the best Superman movie in my opinion.
It's hard because, once again, I kind of consider it towards like
Superman and Friends.
Yeah, like it reminds me of the last Spider-Man. You're using extra characters to get the movie over. Like, okay, like, yes,
okay.
Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific, you're right. They make this movie way better. Without them, though, how's the movie for you? Because the way they portray the Superman
it's tough.
Would have to be different. You know what I mean?
Now, I'm going to sprinkle some more love because I don't want y'all thinking we don't like it. I liked how they started it. Hey, get his ass whooped, needed sunlight. Because that was in a way showing people who don't know too much, oh, this is how he recovers his strength and this is how he heals. I like how they pinned the world against Superman. Because that was nice too, because it kind of added to Lex's like game plan.
I would have liked more of that. Once again, that's part of the movie where I'm like, okay, it's only 2 hours. This is my issue. To me, it seemed rushed. Yeah, they hated him for a second. We didn't get to see enough of that. It was, when you watch Batman movies and stuff like that, they show you stuff for a longer period of time. This was like, oh, Superman, like, and then it was gone. That was it.
But the secret heroine part, that shit was funny, especially when the other, I don't want to say president, but you know what I'm talking about, the old guy, when he was like, and I heard he loves Peruvian women. And bro, that had me, I was like, all right, that's pretty funny, bro. He killed that. But I loved how Lex's plan was actually working. Everything he was doing was perfect. Is this the best Lex Luthor? It's tough, right?
As I said,
I think so.
He's good. Could have been even better, but he's good. I didn't love him. I thought he was good. He could have gave me more, honestly. But I haven't really. I mean, the Lex in Small, but I really like the Lex in Smallville. But for a movie, this might be. I definitely like him more than Jesse Eisenberg. Jesus Christ. No offense, to Jesse Eisenberg. I think he's a good actor, but I did not like that Lex Luthor whatsoever.
Okay.
But this Lex Luthor for sure. Nicholas Hoult is a very, very good actor. And I thought he did a good job. Like I said, James Gunn, I think he's going to get it together. I think this is a good start for DC.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's a good start.
Bro, he saved him.
I want to see more. I did enjoy the movie. I'm just very big on the plot, right? I thought the action, I think they gave us a lot of action, more than I thought we were going to get.
The scene
Beautiful.
when he was, he picked the engineer up and he was slamming her against the ground, then he hit Ultraman with her.
Yeah.
That was hard. When he's fighting Ultraman and they send the Raptors and he's like, oh, you can try. Goes up, spin them all around, and he laser beams them. Like, that was cold, bro. Like that was cold.
I think the cinematography, the action, definitely, once again, another movie to see in Dolby and IMAX was beautiful. I will say this. I did enjoy Mama and Papa Kent. I did enjoy them a lot. I thought they were casted perfectly in Kansas. I did enjoy that, and I also enjoyed how at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, how they started showing them instead of his parents, because obviously that message was
that was hard.
They start showing them, and I thought it was a good way to show, hey, this is the reason why Superman. He was raised by two very good, loving parents, and it was like, hey, maybe they gave you the wrong message, but the way you were raised matters here.
Yeah, that was
Earth.
the moral of the story. I like that part.
Yes.
Just because your parents want you to be somebody, it doesn't mean you have to be who they want you to be. You can be who you want to be. And he took the symbol and made it his own as hope for Earth.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
At the end of the movie, I loved the two monologues. The first monologue by Lex Luthor, I loved it.
Whew.
When he was telling Superman why basically he hated him and why he wanted his ass dead. I loved it. It was beautiful. It was a masterpiece. Then Superman came back into his own monologue, which was also perfect.
It was beautiful.
And basically telling him, I am human. I'm just as human as you are. I have the same emotions. I love that as well. I thought the last 15 minutes of this movie was perfect. Action was perfect. Last 15 minutes of the movie was perfect. Love the last 15 minutes of this movie. Bar none, beautiful.
I'm surprised you didn't like how it started though, because I thought it started good.
That's not the way I see Superman. I don't see him like that. This is the Man of Steel. This is supposed to be the most dominant figure in all of DC.
It was like, damn, he's bleeding. Like
yes,
it was kind of like
that's not Superman. That's not the way he should ever be portrayed, in my opinion. But it's cool that they went a different route because it's different. So I understand they humanized him where he's getting his ass kicked more. But to me, that's just not the way I've ever seen Superman. I feel like out of every superhero, you've seen all the comics, he's always looked so strong. You look at all the battles he's had. It takes usually, what does it take to usually beat him? We've seen it in the movie. Kryptonite.
Was he always like very sensitive to like people getting hurt? I don't remember him like making sure not one being gets hurt. Like picking up the squirrel. I don't remember if he was that OD.
Was a little. A lot of people did not like that. But
yeah, it was like
it was a little OD, but because how humanized they made him and how the character was built, the way that James Gunn wrote him, it made sense. He doesn't want anyone to die. And then seeing, and when the guy got killed in the world, like his or whatever.
Oh yeah. But that was sick.
You could see he was crying and Metamorpho was crying as well.
Yeah, now that I think about it, this was a very humanized Superman. Like he was very, like from every range. He's emotional, anger, super shit was pissing him off. Like there's a lot of ups and downs with this character.
It's cool, it's fine. That's just me personally. I don't like seeing Superman like that because he's never been like that. You know what I mean? Not like that. Like he's always been. He is the Man of Steel. He is an alien. He's not this human. He's not getting his ass like A-15, B-15. You know what I mean? Like he's not getting his ass kicked like this. It always took kryptonite to bring him down.
I just chalk that up to Lex just knowing his every move and Lex being this super genius that can have 1,000 moves on him and knows exactly what to do.
They did say that. They did say, "Hey, I've been watching you for the last 3 years. I know your every move." But at the end of the day, this is still Superman, and this is what I'm saying. And if you're gonna really, to me, really put a whooping on him, like you can get a clone or whatever, it should be 50-50. At the end of the day, that really should be 50-50. That shouldn't be you get your ass kicked 90-10. You know what I mean? Like that's really my issue. Is like he was just
it was.
That was just a little too much to me. But as a story, it got better and better once it got on. I mean, if I had to rate it 100%, I can't go real gold, but I can definitely go popcorn worthy. 100%. A big, huge popcorn with all the butter. Put some salt on that thing. I'm black. Like some hot sauce on it. I mean, listen, it's a really, really fun watch. A great watch in Dolby and IMAX. This action in this movie blew me out of my mind. And the last 15 minutes of this movie might be some of the best last 15 minutes movie I've ever seen for a superhero movie, bar none. The acting was beautiful.
I'm a move the goalpost a little bit. I'm gonna say it's real gold, but it's like the 10 karat. Like the lowest quality of gold that you can get, like from the mall. Like it's like real gold. That's why I'm gonna lean with it.
Interesting.
Because the first time I saw it twice. I really enjoyed it. The first time I saw it, I ain't want to do a standing ovation, but
wow,
bro, just the way I do agree in the beginning. It starts off, it's like, oh, it's cool, it's good. You say the last 15 minutes was perfect. I say maybe the last 30 to 45. Whenever things start, like once he goes to the pocket dimension, it kicks off. I was like, oh, this is probably the best Superman I've seen ever. Second time, calm down a little bit. It's like, all right. It was good. It's a good movie. I think it's more than popcorn. That's why I just had to I'm going to give it real gold because I love Mr. Terrific, man. That character was hard. The action was really good. It's
best
like the
Superman
lowest.
ever is crazy.
No, I calmed down. But that's where I landed at. It's real gold, but the lowest lane. The lowest amount of gold. That's what I'm gonna say.
Lois Lane also did a great job in this movie. I didn't comment on her. She did a great job. I had to rate who I liked in order. Mr. Terrific was 1 for sure. Lex Luthor was 2. Guy Gardner was 3. Lois Lane, I'm gonna say was 4, and then I'm gonna go 5 Superman.
God damn. No. I mean, I'm gonna say Lex, Mr. Terrific. Damn. Guy, Superman, Lois.
You act like you put him at 4, I put him at 5.
I wanted to put bro. I wanted to put Superman over Green Lantern, but his character was just so. I didn't expect him to be the way he was. You see what I'm saying? Like we seen different versions of Green Lantern. We seen some corny ones.
Yeah.
We seen some ones from the cartoons.
Yeah.
This one was just different to me.
Oh, this one was good.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
This one I look forward to when it comes out with the
hell yeah.
When they come out, I think it might be. I'm not sure if it's a TV show. I think it's a TV show. They come out with a TV show, not the movie.
So
but
that's why
it's gonna be good.
That's why I was struggling. But I still enjoyed the Superman.
Yeah, I know you enjoy the Superman. As you said, and I agree with you, Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner really do make this movie. And that part right there is what really kills me because it's like both of them look strong basically the whole movie.
But that scene when Mr. Terrific, he put Lois in the bubble and then he's getting his shit off.
He's taking care of. But you see what I'm saying? Look how strong they made both of them look. Look how strong they made the Justice Gang in totality look. And look how they made Superman. Superman would destroy them in seconds. But they can't, you know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I'm talking about. It's like, that's weird to me. Because Superman would take them out in seconds.
I don't know, bro. They made Superman, they gave him his moments. Bruh. Bro, picking up nobody in the Justice Gang would do anything with engineer.
But think about this for a second. did you see any time when any of them really got their ass kicked? The Justice Gang never really got touched. They never got beat up at all.
They was handling weak shit.
Regardless.
They was handled.
Regardless. At no point did you see them ever get hit, touched, nothing. Weak shit or not. This is Superman. We both know Superman would take them out within seconds. He would have no problem taking them out. That's just what I'm saying. I'm hoping that
we didn't get a dominant Superman. I agree.
I'm just hoping that in number 2, number 3, I'm guessing he gets quote unquote stronger. To me, it makes sense for Batman because Batman doesn't have superpowers. So it makes sense that first few year Batman gets his ass kicked a little bit because at the end of the day, he is human. This is a alien from Krypton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From Krypton. So it's like, it's a little different. But like I said, as totality for this movie, you're giving it 10 karat real gold. You're not giving it 14 karat or 18 karat.
No,
you're giving 10. It the lowest of the low real gold. And I'm going to give it the highest of the high of the best gourmet popcorn I can find.
Caramel, all that.
All that.
Cheddar.
Caramel, cheddar, all that. The best gourmet popcorn in the market. That's what I think about this movie. I do think if you are a Superman fan, there's a good chance you could love it, and there's a good chance you could hate it. I know there's a lot of Smallville fans, so, you know what I mean? You could love it. I know there's a lot of Man of Steel fans. You could, you might not love it. But personally, I think our opinion, we both thought that this was a very good, great movie.
Now, that brings me to our next little segue. Is this the best DC movie that we've gotten?
No.
All right.
And you mean by DC, you are touching on, what are you touching on in
DCU?
Okay, so what are you covering that by?
So I start off answering and then you'll probably kind of catch my drift.
Okay.
The latest Batman is probably the best one. Then this follows right after. Dark Knight and all that.
We're not touching that.
Because that's not
DCU.
That's not DCU in my opinion.
Okay, yeah. So no, because Batman's better.
Yeah, I say Batman, then Superman. But that Batman was raw.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was raw. That's real gold.
Listen, the only negative I have about that Batman is it rained the whole movie.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can say negative about that movie. It rained the whole movie.
So, but this one, as James Gunn first installation on DCU, you got to get better from here. You can't get worse from here.
Yeah.
So I applaud you, James Gunn. You're doing your thing. We appreciate it. But you can't get worse from here. Everything, the Superman needs to be better. How'd you feel about Supergirl? Because that's coming next. I liked her because she was edgy and she was like a delinquent. When they popped up on screen, she like, see you later, bitch. I was like, okay, I like that. You ain't like her?
She's a drunk.
Bro,
She's
it was
drunk.
I
cannot.
That's not gonna be her full character.
There wasn't enough to really go off of for sure, but he basically said she's a drunk and all she does is party and go to different dimensions. And Crypto is her dog.
Yeah, Crypto's
her dog.
So hopefully we don't have to see him again.
No, that means we are gonna see him again. That was the whole point of this. Letting them know.
In his movies, that's what I meant. Like in Superman movies, he
might be gone, but I'm saying in Supergirl, that's gonna probably make it worse because he was annoying as fuck in this movie a little bit. So now
Crypto was crazy, bro.
So what I'm saying is now he's gonna be with her, and I'm like, I need to see more. If it's her partying half the show, I'm not gonna be with that. I want her to have a real character, and I want there to be. I mean, it's also gonna go by who is the villain, who is she gonna be battling against. All that's gonna matter. You know what I mean? Because think about it. When we first heard about Penguin, right, and we saw Penguin in the Batman series, I don't think we thought this shit was gonna be hard as hell.
Penguin was hard.
Penguin was real gold. It was pressure. I don't think we thought that. So I don't want to judge too much of what I saw. I just didn't like seeing, oh, she's a party drunk girl. That's all I got from it because of what Superman
I liked
said.
it. Like, and because all we talking about today is Superman, so I can ask a little bit more questions. Did you think there was too much comedy in this Superman? Or was there an equal amount of seriousness and comedic relief?
There was a little bit too much comedy. But the thing was, it was okay from certain like I'm okay with like Guy Gardner. That's what Guy Gardner does. So Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, he does that. So I'm okay with that, and it made sense. Obviously, I didn't like all that crypto stuff, and there were some corny lines here and there from other people. But as a totality, it was fine. It didn't make me think, oh, like it didn't take away from the movie like that. But I did realize it because it's James Gunn. That's what James Gunn does.
And one of the things that make a good superhero movie are real danger, like real consequences. Like when Lex opened up that rift,
Yes,
that was a real danger. You know, the Marvel movies that we gotten recently, they've been dangerous, but not like this could end the world type shit.
That's the difference between that Disney, Marvel, DC shit, and with DC. DC, you don't get that.
And we it's been going a little bit. I can loosen up a little bit. I'm glad there was no weird shit in this one. It was traditional Supermans. They didn't make anybody, you know what I'm saying? They just
clear cut, simplistic,
masculine Superman. He wasn't, you know, I liked all of that. Yeah. Like, cause they could have, you know, Marvel would do it. Marvel would try to sprinkle in some new shit. Oh, let's, you know, let's do this over here. Let's change this character. On this one, James Gunn said, no, we're gonna give you Superman. He's gonna be with Lois Lane. There's not gonna be any, you know, inclusion or anything like that. It was just traditional roles, traditional Superman. I like that.
This is probably one of the first, and see, you can tell I like it because I wanted more. I thought the movie was too short. I wanted more, and that's when you know a movie is good. Is when you want to see more. I don't want less. I want more. Like last week, we were talking about how I wanted less of Jurassic World, but I want more of this movie. So like, it's good when you want more.
Yeah, I saw this shit twice.
Yeah, you saw it twice.
I was like, bro, I gotta see this shit again.
So, the DC is going in the right direction. James Gunn's going in the right direction, but like you said, he has to build from there. Got to build. Jimmy Olsen's getting his own show, so we gonna see. Obviously, you know,
bro, I can't, man. Mr. Terrific, that nigga was good, bro. Like
I would like for him to get a little bit of a show.
He was good. I looked up the actor. His name is I messed it. I'm gonna mess it up. But this is probably his best role. Like he's been in Twilight. He was in The Harder They Fall, I think, the one on Netflix with Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, yep.
Bro, this is his best role. He smoked it. Then they don't need to do any other versions of him. Just give us this one.
I would like for him to get a show, or
absolutely,
definitely more. I guess the Justice Gang.
Even when he pushed his head out the way, he was like, "I don't need your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific."
Yeah, I really did like his character. I'm sorry, if you're a Hot Girl fan, I'm sorry. They really could have left her off this movie. She brought nothing at all to this movie.
Ain't she supposed like? I don't want to shit on her, but isn't she supposed to be like taller? Like this one, I was looking at her on screen. I was like, this Hot Girl, huh? And I'm just looking at her. I was like, she's cute. She's from Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, I see her. I'm like, all right, yeah, she's cool. But it wasn't like, this is Hot Girl right here.
To me, most of the time, it has nothing to do with the actor. It's what the actor is given. And they didn't give her enough for me to care about her.
Yeah,
that's my problem is like, I don't really ever have an issue with the actors. At least in, you know, because they're going to always cast really good people in these movies. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, this is not like a BMF. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell it's not low budget. So, like, it all is on the script. It all depends on the script. So, I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at the way they wrote her.
They gave her 2 scenes.
Yeah.
They gave her 2 scenes. One was she's dropping the dude.
Yeah.
That, all right, cool.
That was cool, but...
I'm not like Superman, boom.
Yeah.
I was actually like, oh, okay. I wish they would have showed it.
Yes.
But they showed the dropping the, Tums in the water or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the other scene was she's chasing him in the hallway. I feel like they could have gave her a little bit more opportunity to show off. If she was like yelling around the hallway and then she just picks him up and that was her role for the whole movie. So I agree with you. She did the best she could with what they gave her.
Yeah, because it seems like they were really trying to push the Mr. Terrific and the Guy Gardner narrative more. And I just would have wished, hey, this is a game. We got to push her too. Everyone needs to be getting equal time to shine. That's the way I kind of feel about her.
And we could talk so much more. Last little thing. do you want this to be the Justice League? Like, do you want it to be Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific guy, that the other guy, Superman, or would you like them to keep Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and Hawk Girl?
I mean, people are gonna have, you know how people are gonna be. They're gonna want them to add Aquaman and Flash. And, Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, and I'm already hearing that they're not using Robert Pattinson's Batman in the Justice League, which I'm actually okay with.
It's not DCU
because he don't fit. He wouldn't fit. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about it. Especially with this Superman, there's no way I can see them two getting along. Like it just doesn't work.
It
doesn't work whatsoever.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Robert Pattinson's Batman was younger.
Yeah, he's
this Superman. He's like 30 something. Like so,
he's already in his 30s.
He's already about to be married. Because I think that's what they're gonna go with the next one. Him and Lois getting married, and maybe you'll have an evil Superman. Maybe I don't know what they would.
Well, they low key gave us that with the clone, huh?
Yeah, so it's well they can't do another clone then. But yeah, I think give us Flash, give us Aquaman, but I'm very nervous because Jason Momoa as Aquaman was pretty good. If you're gonna deviate,
I thought he fit the role pretty great.
If you're gonna deviate, you gotta do better. Like, I don't know how you can do it. It's just the same reason why Marvel is struggling with Wolverine, because how can you replace him?
Hugh Jackman's
irreplaceable. You can't replace him. So
irreplaceable. And
just like Iron Man, you can't replace Tony Stark. So I think this Aquaman's the same level of you can't replace him. You might have to hit him up. Like
a lot of people aren't happy about the new Captain America because people love Chris Evans.
Yeah,
but we think that Anthony Mackie's doing a good job.
Yeah,
you think he's fine?
It's fine.
But once again, I'm not the biggest Captain America fan, so it doesn't kill me about it. Right. I'm not like, oh, Captain America. You know what I mean? A lot of people really care about these characters.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts is y'all should definitely go see Superman in either IMAX or Dolby. It was a very, very good movie. DCU is in a good spot.
I personally saw it in both IMAX and Dolby. Dolby over IMAX. But if you love Superman, this is the movie. Go watch it. Marvel, I'm sorry, nothing they're gonna do is gonna touch this movie this year. I said that. So,
what about the Fantastic Four? Are you serious? Come on now, Fantastic Four, man.
Fabulous Four, no, bro. Like,
you're not even gonna give it a chance?
They're not touching this.
Come on.
I can guarantee you.
They have the best actor today, Pedro Pascal. It's fantastic. Come on now, from The Last of Us.
I promise you, Superman is gonna be better than Fantastic Four. That's where I'm going.
Are you sure?
Hot take.
They're putting so much money into it. All this promotion.
I promise you.
Who's excited for the Fantastic Four? Let us know in the comment section. Because you know what? You know he's not.
And that's it was real.
Like, comment, subscribe for more content.